We're gonna try and get over there to where the Crown Vics are. Hi there, this is Ray with Easy Simple Mechanic, and today we're going to work on a couple of odds and end projects here that I need to take care of. One of them is going to be this Crown Vic that you guys have seen in the background for some time. Still not sure what we're going to do exactly with it, but we got to get everything on it running and reliable. So we have done some work on it already off the channel, like making sure the AC works and finding some of the issues on the electrical side. It's got quite a bit of damage, as you can see. It's been wrecked and everything else, but I want to get it all completely mechanically in good shape. So the one thing I do have is some codes that came up on the dash. So we want to get in there and we want to see if we can figure out what is causing some of those codes, and then go ahead and see what we can do about fixing them. So let's get started. Now on some of these older cars like this Crown Vic, it's a 2003. Sometimes we hook up our ODB2 readers and software and whatever, and they have trouble connecting everything else. One of the things that I found works pretty good with some of these older cars like that Crown Vic and my F-150 over there, the King Ranch F-150, is to, you know, I just bought this the cheapest CAN ODB2 sensor I could find. Basically, it's an old-fashioned style. Let me see if I can turn this around so you can see it better. Okay, so basically it's just this guy right here, and it does the job. So we hooked it up to that Crown Vic there, and it gave me a code P0155. With that code, it indicates that it is the driver's side downstream oxygen sensor. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this car up in the air, get under there, and see what I find. While I'm under there, I'm gonna go ahead and take a look and see if there's any leaks of oil or anything else, because what I'd really like to do is make this very dependable before we use it for the project that I'm thinking of using it for. Some of you may be able to put things together and figure out what we're working on, but we'll have to let you guys wait on that one. I need to wait on that one because I'm not ready to get started on that project yet, but nonetheless, I would like to make this reliable before we get started on that project. So let me get this car in the air and we'll see what the deal is with that oxygen sensor. We may be able to clean it out and see if it works, takes care of the issue. If it doesn't work by cleaning it out, then we'll probably have to replace it, but let's check it out. Well, we found the O2 sensor here, which is just below the catalytic converter. But what I did find also is the front one was unplugged. So before I mess with this downstream one, I'm going to go ahead. I plugged it in. I gotta get a little plastic tie or something to hold that off the exhaust. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and see if that takes care of my code before I dig into this one. So I guess you can see that we got that plastic tied right there to itself, trying to keep it away from the exhaust. Hopefully that doesn't come loose and cause it to burn off. But let's go up and see if that'll clear our code. Okay folks, so we got this little scanner here, and we'll just scroll down there. Those are the DTC codes. No codes. See that? We erased the codes, went through, can do a rescan. 0 codes. So I guess that was the issue, that unplugged sensor. So that took care of that one. Sounds like the engine's running good now. For now, we still have an ABS light. And that one, I'm not gonna be able to fix until, it got an airbag light also, because this car was in an accident. It looks like the airbags have been replaced, but the computer needs to be reset to clear that code. The ABS, my understanding is that with these cars, if you have different size tires or wheels, will cause that error to shoot than the original on this side, or yeah, this one right here. See, this big tire here is causing, I think, my ABS issue. But if anybody knows where I can find a matching wheel to these, I kind of like these. I would like to use those wheels on it, but I've only got 3. Let's see, this tire is a 225/60R, and this one here is, yeah, well, this is a 17. Okay, so that's a 60. So that's the issue. This one is smaller. So this tire or wheel is smaller than that one, and that's what's causing my issue. So I want to find another 17-inch wheel. I don't know what those came off of, maybe a Mustang or something. But if I can find another wheel like that, I don't want to mess with that ABS too much until I have all the same wheels. And then we'll see what happens. We're here at the El Paso Auto Salvage, picking up some parts for the Crown Vic. Let's see if they've got any vehicles we can use. What I'm gonna do is change these seat belts out on this car because they're locked. They don't come out of the clip. So I picked up some seat belts in the junkyard, and so we're gonna go ahead and show you guys how to replace those really quick. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and move your seat all the way forward as much as you can. So pull it forward and lean the back of the seat forward. That'll give you access to this panel right in here. Once we get that, we just need to take the bottom panel off, this bottom panel, and we'll pull the trim off. And then there's just one bolt down there on the bottom, and there's one up here on top, and then there's one that holds the seat belt on. So let's get to that. All right, so we just have to pop this loose a little bit, and this will release this seal right here just a little bit on this seat belt. Then we just pull that cover over the top. Now we'll go to the back. Now this takes a T50, it's the size that goes in here, and it's a Torx bit. Although a T47 will also work, because I stripped out my T50, I may have to resort to that T47. Yeah, I think it's stripped. So we'll put this T47 and see if we can't get it out with that one. Yeah, there you go. Hey, look at that. I'm already a penny wealthier. All right, so that's pretty easy. Now, we just take this plastic piece back here off. It just pops out, snaps off. We got the seal. We'll just pull it up halfway. And then this panel is just gonna snap off, just like that. Okay. This thing is blown. If we want to fix them, we can have these sent off to Safety Restore and have them fix them for us. But all there is here is just the plug. Now, you're supposed to make sure the battery's disconnected before we disconnect these things so that they don't give you a code that you can't clear later on. So let me go disconnect the battery real quick and we'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing we do is we'll just disconnect this little clip right here. There's your, looks like somebody had wired in already once one of these. Maybe they tried to get it to work, you know, but this is blown. It really needs to go back to Safety Restore to get taken care of. Or maybe this is a seat belt out of something else. And we use that same Torx for the screw down here on the bottom. And there you go. Then there's a little thing that holds the seat belt against the body there. So we need to pull that off. And that's just a Phillips screw. Now this just slides over and out. It's got a little retainer right here that snaps into the body, and then that's it. Now we just have this one up here on top, and this just has this little cover on it, which we just snap upwards, and we got a, looks like a 17 or so. Let me see if that's the size. Yep. Oh, size 17. There we are. That takes care of that. I'm going to take these off because I'll use those on the other belts. And that's it. Okay, so on this one, we went ahead and put this little cover off the other one. We want to put this part first because it holds the seat belt while we put the bottom one in. And we'll just put the bolt back in here. Then this will hold the seat belt there. And we'll just come up here and we'll just put this one in there. Oops, got this on backwards. Yeah, it's got to go one way. If it's the wrong way, it won't work. And there is, by the way, there is a left hand and a right hand on these seat belts. They're not interchangeable. There's the way it hooks into the body is different. Okay, so this, put in there. All right. There's that part. All right. Then this hooks into there. Oops. You want to make sure that's all the way there. There we go. That's torqued just about right. Piece here is this little thing that just clips in there, slides in there, and then we got a screw that goes over here. All right, and now we just have to put this piece down here in the bottom. Okay. Okay, now we just go ahead and put this cover back in here, and there's some holes that line up the cover on the back side. There it is. And then we just put our seal back down, put our cover back in. That just snaps back down, and there you go. Now we have a seat belt that retracts, which is what we want. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. We took care of some stuff on this Crown Vic. Got the seat belts changed on it. We got the O2 sensor issue taken care of on it. And so little by little, we're getting it reliable. Please like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.